They called it a farewell tour, a lap of honour, a 39-year-old man taking one last gentle bow before the game moved on without him. That is the story they wrote before a ball was kicked. He has spent this entire tournament tearing it up, page by page. We open his file. Minutia. One nation. One story. The fall before the triumph. Lionel Messi. 6 World Cups. No man in history has ever played 6. He turned 39 in the middle of this tournament, the 24th of June, during the group stage, and the world had already decided what a 39-year-old is supposed to be at a World Cup. A passenger, a ceremony, a name on the team sheet for old time's sake. He answered in the very first match, Argentina against Algeria. The champions opened the defence of their crown, and their captain scores not once, not twice, but 3 times. A hat-trick at 39. His first World Cup hat-trick in his 6th World Cup, in the last one he will ever play. The farewell tour scored 3 before half-time, and he was only getting started. A brace against Austria, another off the bench against Jordan. Somewhere in this run, Lionel Messi passed a number that had stood for years. Miroslav Klose's 16, the most goals any human had ever scored across World Cup history. Messi drove straight past it. The all-time leading scorer in the history of the competition is a man they said was too old to matter. He scored in 7 consecutive World Cup matches, a record that had survived 56 years and made his 32nd World Cup appearance more than any player who has ever lived. And it is not only goals. Against Switzerland in the quarter-final, he curled in the corner that Alexis Mac Allister rose to head home, his record 10th career World Cup assist, the first player ever to reach double figures. Creator and finisher, at an age when most of his rivals are coaching, commentating or long retired. But here's what should worry England waiting for him in the semi-final. Messi has not needed to be the hero every single night, and that is exactly what makes this Argentina terrifying. Against Switzerland, it was Julian Alvarez who broke the game open with a strike from distance. In the round of 16 against Egypt, it was the captain dragging them through. This is no longer one genius carrying 10 men. It is a champion team with a genius living inside it. That is a different, colder kind of problem. Because you can plan for one man. You can double him, crowd him, foul him, follow him into the tunnel. Teams have tried it for 20 years, and still, in the 89th minute, the ball finds his left foot, and 60,000 people forget to breathe, and you remember why the plan never quite works. Now rewind, not to this tournament, to the whole story. A boy from Rosario, so small the doctors said he might never grow, injecting hormones into his legs at night. A player who lost final after final in the blue and white, beaten, booed, who once stood in front of his country and retired in tears because the weight of it was too much to carry. For over a decade, the one cruel sentence followed the greatest of all time everywhere he went. He never won it for Argentina. Then Qatar 2022. He won it, man of the match in the final. A goal from the spot, another in extra time. 3-3 against France, and then his penalty in the shootout as Argentina lifted the cup. The perfect ending. The last page. The story was supposed to be over, except he came back. At 39, holding the trophy he had waited his whole life to hold, he came back to defend it. He did not need to. There was nothing left to prove, no record left to chase. He already owned them all. And that is precisely why this run is the most dangerous thing in football right now. A man with no fear left, playing free, chasing nothing because he already has everything. Argentina travel to Atlanta on the 15th of July. England stand between them and a second consecutive final, the defending champions against a nation desperate to end 60 years of its own hurt. And in the middle of it, the number 10, 39 years old, writing the final chapter of a story that was supposed to have ended already. They said it was a farewell. They were half right. It is a farewell. They were only wrong about the ending, because a farewell is not the same as a surrender. And a man playing his last World Cup with nothing to lose and every record already won is not taking a lap of honour. He is hunting one more. One tournament does not close this file. One more match only opens the next. The greatest career the game has ever seen is not finished writing. It is choosing on its own terms how to end. The file on Messi never truly closes. If this hit, like it, share it with one football friend and subscribe. A new file opens tomorrow. The files never close.